morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing actually, good afternoon, everyone. I don't know why I said good morning, but I hope you're all doing very well. Today, I start off the vlog in my own room. Once again, as per usual. I actually just had my hair wash. I think I mentioned this in another video that I typically wash my hair once a week. And it was really overdue this time. My hair felt like it was matted towards the end of it. And I think it's because I put a lot of product inside this time around. And so I was like, I definitely need to wash my hair. Of course, because I just washed my hair, I'm also doing my skincare, of course. To be honest, I'm in my luteal phase, I think, of my menstrual cycle, and I can definitely feel the difference in terms of energy and compared to last week. Last week I had way more energy. Honestly, I was even more eager to film. Today I was like, I do want to film the task I want to do, but at the same time I was like, I kind of want to be quiet and film. But at the same time, I also really do enjoy talking to the camera, which is what I learned pretty recently. I do like talking to the camera more. Especially if anybody's new here watching me and you watch an old video, you'll see that I typically... No, I don't think I talk in front of the camera directly like this up until maybe the fifth maybe video. Yeah, so for today's plan, it's a bit of a chill day at home. What I wanted to do is bake my... Honestly, I forgot the term at this point. I think Earl Grey lemon loaf or Earl Grey cake. I don't know at this point. I think I've been trying to bake this for the last couple of weeks, but it just was never the perfect timing. My nephew today, well, all of yesterday, I was going to film this yesterday actually, but he was basically having a bad day overall. We didn't really understand until the evening time when he kind of like poked to his teeth and realized, oh, he was having a toothache. All day yesterday, he didn't sleep properly. Basically, actually, he didn't sleep at all. He didn't want to take his nap. He was screaming, he was crying all day. Yes, it's an Earl Grey and lemon loaf cake. Sorry, I had to look this up. Lemon loaf cake, I need to remember that. Anyway, so yeah, he was having genuinely a very bad day yesterday, obviously because he was in pain, and we didn't realize it, honestly, because typically when he does have tooth pain, he tends to pull his hair out here. I heard it's a thing that babies do to like redirect the pain, kind of. So he tends to pull his hair, but he wasn't doing that at all yesterday. So he was just fussing all day. One thing I really noticed is that whenever one of us left the room, he tended to scream and cry and wanted us to come back. And so I think he's having type of separation anxiety because his parents did go on vacation. My sister went on a well-deserved vacation, obviously, because, you know, my sister is the primary caregiver at this moment because she's on her mat leave. And so I think it's getting to him. He's not saying and crying for his mom and dad, although he can speak a little bit, but he's not specifically saying that, but he is feeling anxiety whenever one of us leave the space. He doesn't want to go into his crib. Whenever we do leave him in his crib, he starts crying and screaming because like he thinks like, this is my assumption. I think that when he thinks we're leaving, we're not coming back. So we've been kind of having a rough time, but thankfully the parents are coming back tomorrow. The parents are coming back tomorrow night. So thankfully he should be more reassured. I think it's still going to take him maybe a couple of days to get back into routine, obviously, because his routine has been thrown off with this. He's not seeing his mom first thing in the morning. He's only talking to them through the phone and FaceTime, you know, so it's like things like that. But right now, my mom's trying to put him down for a nap. She's having a hard time, of course. But we do have children's Tylenol. We did give it to him last night, which did soothe him. He stopped crying, honestly. And I think that helped with the pain that he was having. But yeah. So it's been kind of a wild run. So I've been trying to make this cake, and it's not just yesterday. It was a couple of weeks before too. I think I was trying to make this cake, but the timing was never perfect because there was always something going on in the house. It's quiet right now. So as soon as I'm done styling my hair, I'm going to go upstairs and try to get started on that before he wakes up. But if he does, you might hear crying in the background. That's just my life right now with a baby living with us. By the way, I also really have been enjoying my new bedding setup. Honestly, I don't know how to explain it. I haven't been really into making my bed, and I kind of understand now. It's because I've been needing something. I've been needing a refresh, basically. Anyways, I need to start focusing on getting my hair done because it's starting to dry, and the last time I brushed my hair was a little over a week ago. For today's hairstyle, I think I'm just gonna leave it curly. I'm not in the mood to... I'm not gonna do some big style. I'm just gonna put hair oil, then curl cream, and then call it a day with my hair. I'm not trying to make it something fancy. This is what I typically do anyways. I typically put hair oil in, and then I put my curl cream, and then I leave it to dry. Obviously, if I'm in the mood to go out or I'm doing something nice, going somewhere, then I'll put more effort into styling, but that rarely happens. I think it's only usually for birthdays that I go out and get dressed up for. The way I'm feeling right now, I can definitely tell that I'm definitely in my luteal phase. It's so interesting. You know how like I discovered this on TikTok, obviously, about like the luteal phase. I mean, about the whole menstrual cycle and how everything changes based on your hormones. I never really, I always knew, but I never really understood what phases were and like how they impact you. But truly, once I realized what a luteal phase was, everything made sense. I would get so depressed during this time because I never understood why I was so depressed. I never understood why I was so quiet and so tired all the time and had no motivation. Literally, if I had known this when I was still in school, like uni and college, I think I would have did better in school because I would have made more effort to schedule and work hard on assignments during the time of my period during the menstrual cycle what is it? Now I'm going off on a tangent. I'm trying to get the cycle names down so I kind of understand. I think it's the follicular phase is what I'm talking about. Even during the menstrual phase, my energy starts to go up too. But if I understood this back in college and uni, come in, Benny, push the door. He's like, why did you close the door again? I left it open a crack and I blocked it with a basket of candles so that, I can still have a bit of privacy, but he's upset. His tail's swinging because he's like, how dare you close the door on me? Anyways, what was I saying? And like I said, I would have done really well in school if I had known this because I would have made more effort into doing my assignments during the periods of my follicular phase. I would have done assignments earlier using that knowledge to get all my assignments done in time so that I can kind of have a break during the luteal phase. Yeah, that's kind of what I took in now. And I'm like, oh, I wish I knew this information earlier because I can kind of schedule to do the hard stuff at a certain time of the month and then have some downtime and do all the quiet stuff like baking. If I'm going for a walk, I'm not going to do a longer walk, like things like that. Like my world has opened. So now I don't beat myself up. I used to beat myself up. I used to think, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you like this? But the more you know, when you learn things, you just start to understand more. Like I truly thought that I was the problem. And now I'm like, well, it is part of me, but at the same time, it's also my menstrual cycle that's doing this to me. Anyways, I'm going to stop yapping here and I'm going to get started on preparing the lemon loaf. My lemon loaf cake. I keep forgetting to say that lemon loaf cake. Earl Grey lemon loaf cake. Okay, so this may not be appealing, but I got all the ingredients out and I'm going to start putting it together. But I know we need 200 grams of sugar first and then a stick of butter. So I already left it out this morning to sit out to be at room temperature and now it's very, very wet. There we go. Next is 200 grams of sugar. I love the scale because it's so simple to bake now and do stuff. Like literally you just pour everything in here and the measurements. Like I will never, if I can, I would like to avoid cooking or baking with measuring cups because everything can be done in one bowl with this. I was too excited that last scoop. I think I may have put too much. Okay, we're gonna add the final wet ingredients. 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Okay, so I got 180 grams of all-purpose flour. Now I need salt, of course. Teaspoon. Okay, and the Earl Grey leaves. they say 2 tea bags, so I'll do 1, 2.5. That's just a guesstimate. I think this is good enough. Oh my god, it turned out so well. I just stuck a toothpick in it and it came out completely clean. I baked it for 45 minutes. I think the instructions said 45 to 55 minutes, but I think 45 was perfect. I'm so excited. I have to let it sit though to cool down completely. Then I'm gonna make the sauce to drizzle on top. I think it's a sauce made with powdered sugar, tea of Earl Grey, and milk. But here's the finished look right now. Gonna let it sit for 10 minutes and then transfer it onto my wooden cutting board. The lemon loaf cake is cooling down, and right now I'm planning on repotting the geraniums that I got a couple of days ago. I will say she is starting to look a little yellow, and that's my fault. Honestly, it's probably been more than a couple days. I just hadn't had the time to do it, so she's looking a little yellow. You can see here. Let's face the light. What I'll do is that I'll remove the yellow leaves because clearly they're wilted. Even the flowers itself are pretty droopy. So I'm gonna repot this right now, give it a good watering, and then put it back in front of my window and let it sit there for the remainder. I don't think I'm gonna put it outside. The goal was to plant some flowers in our pots that we have outside, and I was trying to get perennials, but because Canadian Tire didn't have any seeds, it seems like my plan fell through. But you know what? I might go to Sheridan Nurseries tomorrow or the day after. Sheridan Nurseries is a gardening center, like an actual gardening center. So because of that, they should actually have some proper seedlings or actual seeds that I can pot. I kind of want to sow my own seeds and then plant them. That's the goal. But right now, since we're already in the first week of August, I'm thinking actually to maybe get some autumn seeds, maybe some autumn flowers or, foliage that can work with the autumn season and then be really hardy throughout the winter and then obviously bloom in the springtime or summer. That's what I'm kind of thinking right now. I'm going to do a little bit more research to see what's available for that. But for now, I'm going to go outside right now and repot this little guy. I'm going to try my best to keep her alive for as long as I can. I don't have the greenest thumb, but I am trying to actually get there. Like I said, I would love to have a garden one day and grow my own fruits and vegetables. That is like the ultimate goal for me. So right now I'm gonna start little by little, getting used to playing with plants, planting plants, growing from seed. I have no hope for that, but you know what? It's always great to give it a try. But yeah, let me stop yapping here and head outside. Okay, so I just came outside and it's a little Rosanna. It just poured rain in our neighborhood for I think around maybe 10-15 minutes. It's still very, very humid because of that. So everything has been given a good watering. These were the pots that I originally wanted to get some seedlings for and plant some flowers. But honestly, I think I started too late this year. I should have started a little bit earlier, so that's my fault. But everything has kind of regrown since I've been back here and trimmed things back. Even the roses are now blooming again. So I'm really excited to see the second bloom. It's a little dead here. But yeah, blooming beautiful blooms. Let me see if I can show you that one. There's even one right there in the back. I'm waiting for the ones in the front here to also bloom. But right now, like I said, I got my stuff right there. So I'm going to start repotting. It should take less than 5 minutes, honestly. But I also want to point out, we also have blooms here as well. I think my mom got some seedlings from the garden center last year, and one of them were perennials, so they're growing now. I can see here some of the buds are here too. which is really good. Although obviously we do have to pull out some of the weeds. But it's blooming. It's blooming really well. No, I can. Oh yeah, so I can see here. Some of the buds are here too. So we should be having a secondary bloom, which is great. I just have to upkeep the actual bush. So I think I'm first going to get some soil into this vase. This is the vase I picked out. We had this outside in the backyard. What I'll do is scoop some of the soil out. What a mess. Okay, so many leaves gone, but they smell so good. But they're all dead now. Well, dying, so I'm gonna leave them over here, and I think that's it. I think we're good with the plant. I gotta clean this all up. I'm gonna leave this in here so I know if somebody asks me in the future what the plant is called. I got it right here. Salmon geranium, I think. Now we have a new addition to the team with a nice beautiful pot, kind of similar to this one. So I think my mother must have purchased it from the same place. I don't know where, but that doesn't matter. Now the flowers here, it's gonna start blooming. That's where the buds are right now. Hopefully with the watering that I gave it and the pruning that I did, it should hopefully, I don't know, survive. I always get scared with this because sometimes I'm like, did I cut the roots? I did hear a snapping here and there, so some parts might need to be deadheaded again, but we'll see. Oh, I'm talking with the camera down. Some parts might need to be deadheaded again, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, here she is in all her glory. I did taste a bit of the crust around the edges, and it is really good, honestly. I keep trying to see if there's any crumbs peeling here so that I can taste a bit more. But right now, I'm going to make the Earl Grey glaze. So, saucepan, milk, powdered sugar, and tea bag. And then I guess we steep the tea for 10 minutes, whisk it together. So yeah, I'll get on that so that I can finish this up and actually taste this cake because it's starting to cool down. And I know it's really delicious. Maybe I should cut myself a slice and share it with my fam. Benny's really hungry. He's starting to get hungry, but it's not his dinner time yet. It's not dinner yet. Another half an hour. Here's how many tea bags? 1 tea bag. So I don't have tea bags. I only have loose leaf tea of Earl Grey. So I'm gonna actually put them in my usual tin that I use when making my tea in the morning. That's not nice. JD. It's not nice. Don't do that, buddy. You scared everybody. Your book and baby monitor, of course. I won't give this back. You can take your book. And your doggy's here too. Oh, your capybara. You want me to turn on? Here. Sorry. Yes, thank you, sir. I know, but you threw it first. I'm sorry, 142 grams of powdered sugar, which I think is a lot, but let's do this. Powdered sugar. Let's just do 100 grams. I think that's too much, honestly. I don't think everybody's gonna eat it with it anyways. Let's do... So the recipe calls for 142 grams of powdered sugar. Not everybody will use the powdered sugar, right? Maybe I might regret this, but I can just make more. Oh. The glaze is nice. It's not even sweet. I don't do sweet. I put less sugar. This would be good with a nice cup of tea. Oh my god, this is so good. Oh my god, I'm actually surprised. I can't believe I did this. This is heaven. This is so good. This is exactly to my taste. I have no complaints whatsoever. All I wish I had is a cup of tea.